that time they're jealous. This one, the whole Imisoma topic came back again. That could it be possible that the whole issue with Imisoma was true? That there was the default line has been occurring. Maybe this one happened on a massive scale. Barrister Darlington, Obi Ezekwesili has come out to say that INEC is not giving us details as to how this supposed glitch happened. That if they had discovered on the third or fourth day when they were doing these exams that there were some issues, why did they now release those results? If they knew that there were issues, complaints were made, and then by the time they rectified it, those errors had happened, but they released those results and all of that stuff. There is a first time for everything. Isha Kwede apologized. Now Nigerians are saying, can't we commend this man for coming to apologize? That most of these are public officials. They know they send anybody. No send your papa. Wait to concern them. Error don't happen. Make una talk. That's the least. That's the worst Nigerians can do. They can't do anything else. But he has come out to admit the mistake, and they're going to receipt. That is better than not saying anything at all. And for other people feel that this is part of the issues. Again, they say the Easterners are going through the entire victimhood thing. I just need your own reaction to this so we can move on to other conversation.
Good, Esther. You see, you don't put a round peg in a square hole and I expect it to fit in.
Okay.
The last time I checked, English is our lingua franca.
Okay.
A professor of Islamic studies cannot be heading such a body. We are not talking of a Sharia exam or Sharia whatever. Although they shouldn't be heading that body because that's what he read. Islamic studies.
He's a professor of Islamic studies.
It doesn't matter. Anybody can be professor of Islamic studies. Is it not to recite the Quran? Is that not what he majored in? So does he have the capacity to run a body as big as JAM?
But he's been doing that for 9 years helping JAM to make money. They've been recouping, making money and remitting it in the treasury.
Esther, that body should not be headed by somebody like that.
Well, your issue is because of what his academic qualification.
Yes. A professor of Islamic studies shouldn't be heading JAM.
But how come,
he has no business.
How come you're just making this statement now? He's been the JAM registrar for a very long time, almost 9 years.
Because he has been recruiting money or he has been making money. Hold on, for his paymasters. JAM is not a money-making institution. Esther, listen to me.
I'm listening to you, sir.
Good. That body is not to make money. That's why they have retained him. It's not as if he's performing anything. Go and check. It is the boys behind the scene that are doing the job. Olede is not doing anything in JAM. He just take credit, which he does not deserve. All this money they are taking from students every year, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I tell you that man shouldn't be the head of JAM because JAM is an institution that covers the academic future of both what do you call it now? Both all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. And since that is the case, it should not be handed over to somebody of that background and qualification. That's what I'm saying here. If you go to any office today, is it what do you call Arabic you are going to speak? Is it not English? Why would a professor of Islamic studies be heading our institution like that? They should have given him something that had to do with Muslims and all that. Nobody will quarrel with that. That was how one Nikki Toby was chairman of the Constitution Review Committee, and you saw what he did there. There's no way a religious sentiment will not come into these things. That is one. Then two, are you surprised that the Southeast was the biggest what do I call it now? The biggest
that was disenfranchised. 92 centers.
Good. Now listen, Esther. This is not a happenstance. No, it's not. If you doubt me, let Olorede tell us the people behind what happened in the South, those people that provided that services in the Southeast, where they came from, what is their background, and how it actually happened, so that we will know. So all of a sudden, the whole of the North, Esther, the whole of the northern states, everything went on smoothly there. Or didn't they take JAMB there? No, they did not take JAMB there, Abi. Are you serious?
They explained it, Barrister. They were able to explain what happened. They said there were some new modular, whatever that was added to the process.
And they had to do that experiment with the Southeast, Abi. We are not guinea pig. They had to use the Southeast to test run it. And now it has failed. our children are going to repeat this in a hurry. The trauma they went through have not even been resolved.
But it's not only Southeast Lagos as well. 64 centers in Lagos.
That thing. Look, they put Lagos there just for what? Just to make up the figures.
No, they said the catchment is like Lagos and Southeast. Okay, the way they did the placement or something.
Let them give us figures of those who were affected in Lagos State. Whether no Igbo man is affected and what is the percentage? Let them give us the figures. It's important now. You know the number of Igbos in Lagos here. You mean they took their children to the south to go and do jam? No, you mean all the Igbos in Lagos? They took their children to the south to go and do exam. They are the ones that made all the numbers here. They are the ones. So what are you telling me? That man ought to have resigned by now. Imagine if somebody from the south have done it to the north by now. Imagine. Imagine. Imagine if somebody from the southeast or even a Christian was heading that thing and this thing happened. Imagine what will happen by that. But because the south, everybody have died down. They are going to that cry is not for anything, not for remorseness. No, it's for him to return his job. After all, if the man is sincere, why did he hire cheerleaders to be clapping for him? While he was talking about a dead girl.
He did not hire. There were people. He didn't even mention. In fact, Nan's president said that it was beyond apology. He said that, not Nan's president, I think Nan's spokesperson, that is the National Association of Nigerian Students, said that it's beyond apology. That in the entire speech he made, he did not even make mention of the young lady who committed suicide because of this. And he also said that, yes, he has apologized, but that the inadequacy and incompetence in most public sectors has gone on for so long, and somebody needs to take the responsibility for the unfortunate incident that happened. So they are asking him that now the ovation is loud, now he seems to have a good record, flying colors, that he should take the bid to resign.
There is no year that body did not record very embarrassing record, shortcoming. There's no year. One thing or the other must happen. Go and check. All this thing that is making records, no, it's not true. Go and check. There is no year this thing has gone seamlessly. No year. So anybody telling me which record? Which record? These people that come from abroad to come and harvest our children here to go and study in their country, did they give them tests? Is it not when you have your WAEC, complete papers, they give you automatic admission from here, from Lagos here, and you move over there? You mean, why didn't they tell us that Nigerian students that went to UK or US, there have been mass failure among them? When they live here, they record in fact, first class over there. Do you know how many people this jam has frustrated, Esther? Are you aware?
Obviously.
My son is a victim this morning. When they send him there that he's going to take exam on Monday, my last born.
Yeah.
He's among them. The boy was shouting. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, Daddy, look at you. At least you would have allowed this thing to settle. Allow them to recover from the shock you gave them. In a space of 48 hours, he said they should start another exam. Just to cover this one that has happened already.
So Ohanes Indibo Youth Council Worldwide are saying that JAMB should add 300 to what a lot of them already had or what they have, that they don't think it is necessary to resit these exams, that they should remark the scripts and add 300 because the children cannot go through that entire psychological trauma again.
I'm telling you.
In a very short time, they're asking them to resit the exams.
Exactly. Look at the logistics.
Do you think the examinations may be tougher now because you will not expect the previous questions to be set? A fresh new set of questions need to be set, and that the centers that they would need to go to will be centers close to their homes. Professor Isha Koloyede said it's not going to be like the other time where they have to go to centers across other states or whatever. It will be centers close to their homes where they did the registration and all.
Do you know that one way or the other, some people did not do this JAMB in Lagos or within their state where they are?
That's what I'm saying.
They must have gone to their home state and all that.
Exactly, that was part of the issues then.
Now, and after the exam, they would have come back to where they are. Now, Esther, they are going back with transport fare, with logistics, with all the risk involved. Esther, is it worth it? At least you would have given time for them to recover, settle down, or even revise their note and all that. You just did it immediately, as if the thing is running out of fashion. Just to cover what you have done. And this thing is going to impact heavily on the Southeasterners. So, if I tell you now that they are working towards an answer, you say how? If they now have mass failure, they say, you see, after all, they failed the ab initio, they failed. Even when the exams were very cheap, they failed. Some people may not take this exam now. Go and quote me. Because of what? Financial implication. Traveling up, and they may not be able to take this exam. Esther, go and quote me. Because people don't know what people are going through. They don't know what people are going through. Every kobo matters to a family now. Every kobo. Not to talk of naira. And you are taking them through this trauma. Without saying, okay, those of you who are going to, okay, we are going to pay for whatever transport you are, bring your account now. We are going to pay at least 20,000 to make up for your transport or whatever. They didn't do that. And you know what? They now went back to the same 630 because that was the state they sent to my son. My last one, I told you here. They said 630. The boy said, 630 for what now? I said, look, 630, they say it's for accreditation, not for exam. They said, no, they will start the exam by 630. I said, how can they do that? They can't do that. They can't start the exam by saying, just obey what they say. Go there by 630. Let's see whether they say you should come and sit the exam at 630. And you know transportation in Lagos. All this is they didn't factor it in.
All right, let's look at the Dr. Alausa, the Minister of Education. A lot of Nigerians came out to berate him because they feel he made a very insensitive statement when it happened. He came out to say that the reason why a lot massive failure was experienced was because they put in measures this time around that will prevent anyone from cheating the system. They put in anti-cheating measures, and a lot of persons affiliated or attributed his statement to the fact that most of the, failure was recorded from the southeast. And that statement he made seemed like, okay, maybe from that region
we are not
they
cheaters.
have cheating or inducing. And again, that's why I'm talking about the whole Imisoma thing. Now that Ishak Oloyede has come out to apologize yesterday evening, where does that place the Minister of Education for that statement he made?
By now, he should have resigned. Esther, by now, that minister should have...
If he has not come out to express and apologize for the insensitive statement or for being in a hurry to speak without waiting for investigations to be made, then how come you will expect him to resign or apologize?
This is why I thank Nigerians. In fact, I thank my people. You know, they say social media, this and that. Esther, if people did not cry out, will a job come out with this thing they came out with? No, look at it yourself. They said a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Imagine if these people, those who were affected mostly, and I know it's Southeasterners. Imagine if they did not cry out and raise hell about this matter. Nobody would have said anything. Nobody. But when we raise this issue, they say, why are you saying it? You mean me? You can't shut me up, oh. You cannot shut me up. You will shut devil. You shut the mouth of devil before you can come for my own. We must not keep quiet over this thing. If nobody have said anything else, they would have found a way to, maneuver it, manipulate it, and now you now look guilty for a thing you did not even know about, something you are very guiltless. They will accuse you of being guilty because nobody said anything. You see why they want to shut down the social media? If not, where did all this complaint come from? Is it not from social media?
They want to regulate it, not shut it down.
So
they want some regulations. They feel that a lot of fake news goes through social media, so they're looking for means to regulate it.
Esther, let them regulate corruption first. Before they can regulate social, let them regulate corruption. We know we can separate the wheat from the chaff. Well, hey, it's not everything we see in social media that we follow. After all, the truth will always stand straight. Nothing can bend it. So obviously, whatever you say in social media, it doesn't hold water. As long as people will now look at the news behind the news and take the best out of it.
Speaking of corruption, let's look at the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat. The charges in justice has dwindled public confidence, and resource constraints facing the nation's judiciary are not insurmountable. She made a statement on Wednesday at the valedictory court session in honor of the late Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Emmanuel Obioma Ogwebu, who died on October 28, 2024 at the age of 91. According to Justice Kekereekwu, She said, and I quote, "We are currently working very hard to make a change, and that the Justice Iwebu's life offers a blueprint for renewal, integrity, service, learning, and courage." She said the late Justice's life enriched Nigerian law with experience, compassion, and wisdom. So here is it. She made a remarkable statement whereby Nigerians have lost confidence in the nation's judiciary, almost like what you would call judicial brigandage or judicial terrorism, where the judgment in most instances are ambiguous. The judgment in most instances does not really appetize the people as being the final arbiter of the common man, and the serious dwindling confidence in the judiciary, where the judiciary is used as a tool by political bureaucrats for selfish interests. They in fact use the judiciary or the court as a what you call a ping pong court, where a place of ping pong where they throw balls at each other, and if they don't eventually get their mark, they use the judges to pass across a final sentence. So would you say that Justice Kekereekun really is being sincere in saying that they are working in correcting the anomaly, in having to work on ensuring that the judicial system becomes something that I and you can trust?
Saying something is different from doing it.
Okay.
She had opportunity in the past to do the right thing, but did she? Did she? I think it's dawning on them that they are not the problem of Nigeria. Yes, it's dawning on now the judiciary that they are problem of Nigeria, because they are the one who enthroned all these political characters in the polity that is causing problem. It's down on them now that they are the problem of this country. So saying it is not enough. If you cannot stand the heat, leave the kitchen. By the time one or two Supreme Court judges resign because they are being influenced to do the wrong thing, it will teach this government a lesson. Not after you have done it. You now tell us that you are trying. You are trying to do the right thing. What kind of statement is that? In the justice system delivery, you don't try to deliver you deliver justice. You don't try. What are you trying for? The templates are there for you to follow to do justice, not trying to do it. Trying. Who is making you to try? Look at the height we are talking about here. You rose from the lowest rank to the highest rank, and you are still trying to give us justice. If you don't know what to do, or they are being intimidated or harassed, resign to keep your honor. This man they are talking about is from my way area, Etiti. I think I'm in your soul. Ogwebu. He's from there. These are the old brigade. He's in the class of Oputa, Justice Oputa. These are judges that will die rather than to collect bribe. They will die rather than to upturn justice. They will never do it. Thank God I listen to all the valedictory speech and all that, from the Attorney General to the body of SANS and all that. Inconium. Looking at all the judges he delivered, all the judgment he delivered. I say yes. Look at it. They are celebrating him in death, Abi. Can any of them do what he did? The answer is no. None of them. They are celebrating him. But can you do what he did? Can we talk about you? If you are that good, why would the US deny you visa? Because of what you did in the governorship this in Owerri, in Imo State. Can you be celebrating in that form? It's not enough to talk. No. You owe Nigeria a duty to come and apologize, because the 2023 presidential election tribunal, it exposed our judiciary.
It did a lot.
The infamy cannot be. In fact, it can never be cleaned by the most powerful detergent in the world. You can't wash it off. Seriously, look at the result today. The same thing that minority judge said concerning Imo State election. Justice Wanze, he's that late. He said that judgment will haunt Imo State for a long time to come. Is that not what happened?
Yes, basically what's going on.
Is that not what is going on? So why would you know the right thing to do? You know this after the damage has been done. You now come and be preaching sermons to me. I will not listen to you. I will not. Do the right thing. In fact, you have a duty now to even revert what you have done. After all, it is done all over the world. It's only God who cannot err. It is only God who is infallible. So if you know you have done the wrong thing, reverse it.
Some critics have said that the judiciary is being set up to manipulate the system, but others believe that there is still a good side within the Nigerian judiciary. That we still have justices who uphold the rule of law. We still have justices who believe in the law, and that nothing can induce their for objective going. Because of the silence from INEC, some Nigerians feel that they are being used as a tool to distract the political party from having any way forward, knowing that some elections are coming up and the 2027 election is gearing up as well. They're supposed to start what you call grassroots mobilization. They're supposed to start educating their supporters on how to and support them ahead of the 2027 elections and all, and they have their duties and responsibilities as a political party. For example, the local government elections in Lagos State last year did not attend the primaries today that Labour Party was conducting their own. So when you look at all of this, they're now saying, is this a tool? Is the judiciary a tool by certain persons to cause a disruption in the Nigerian polity, a disruption that favors those at the higher echelon and put to a disadvantage those at the lower echelon?
In the case of Labour Party, the Supreme Court have done her duty concerning that case. It's like, yes, it's functions official. They have discharged their duty. They can't go back to them and say, please, we have a case here. No. It is left for the people, the victorious party, to go to court and force INEC to recognize what the Supreme Court have said. Okay. The Supreme Court didn't do anything wrong. They have made a clear statement. So if the political gladiator refused to abide by it, how is it the fault of the judge? I mean the Supreme Court. So I can't blame them there. But they have other things they have done which is not right. I'm expecting them to reverse it. Yes, to reverse it, because it's only God, like I said, that cannot be faulted. They now realize that they made a mistake. Let them correct it. Then the 27 lawmakers in River State, let them take a decision on that, so that it will help our democracy. Because all this defection is because there are no consequences. If there is a case now that you can say this is a president have been said, they will think twice before they start jumping from one party to the other. I'm not joking. Yes,
they are defecting.
Because they know there's no consequences. Imagine if I have spent all my resources to elect you. I spend time on everything, living my life, to say, okay, as a member of my party, I'm projecting you, I'm promoting you, I did everything, all the campaign, sacrifice everything, and now make you to win. Immediately you win. You now carry all those investments to a party that was not even there for you when the struggle was going on. Is that not injustice of the highest order? That is the way court should be looking at it, saying, no, this nonsense must stop. Instead of the Supreme Court to do that, they just kept that thing in the cooler, as if it's not important. It's the result why these people are defecting anyhow. If they know that, look, there are no two ways about it. If I defect, I have lost my seat. They wouldn't want to go back to start contesting election again, so they will stay where they are.
Most House of Rep members from the PDP and Labour Party, they've defected to the APC. In fact, 3 opposition lawmakers today joined APC from PDP and NNPP. So it almost feels like the one-party system may soon become a reality.
Is it not what we are talking about here? Esther, is that not what we are talking about here?
But there should be something that is attracting them to the APC.
No, nothing. Except,
you don't think so?
Except that.
Are you sure that monies and allocation is not playing a huge role here? I want you to listen to this honorable. Okay, let's know, because I want us to delve into security matters. I want you to listen to this Nigerian lawmaker, where he said that lawmakers receive at least 1 billion for each constituency project. Senators allocated more. And that was a former House of Reps aspirant for Oshun's Ede North South Egbedore Ejigbo Federal Constituency, David Ayodele Asalu. He actually made quite a revelation, which a couple of persons will say makes sense or can concur with. Let's listen to him.
There is no honorable member in the National Assembly as of today. Quote me anywhere and I'm saying it publicly. To buy honorable member, even from this federal constituency, we have 9 honorable members from Osun State. Kò sí honorable member kankan as of today láti gbà tí Tinubu ti débẹ̀ tó ní constituency project less than a billion naira. ṣẹ̀rí tẹ́lẹ̀ kò pọ̀ tó yẹn wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní last year ni. There is no honourable member tó bá lọ s'Abuja lónìí bóyá wọ́n ṣe yọ subsidy táwọn governors wá ń rí more funds. Làwọn senators and honourable members náà ní more funds. There is no honourable member in Nigeria today who has a constituency project of less than a billion naira. Quote me anywhere. So when you say an honourable member, tẹ ránṣẹ́ tó bá ń ṣe nǹkan, ẹ má rò pé owó ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló fi ń ṣe o.
I wonder.
Ṣé bí President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his wisdom, wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ayé kó káwọn èèyàn kó rọrùn fáwọn èèyàn bá ṣe ní rọrùn dé náà. And you know what he did? He increased the allocation, the constituency project from honourable members. Tẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá wá látọ̀ṣun. Honourable members from Osun, their constituency project before, constituency in capital, was less than 200 million. As of today, there is no honourable member from Osun State. Quote me, honourable Wole Oke is now in our party. The party can make findings. There is no honourable member in Osun State who has a constituency project less than a billion naira. Now, there is no senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who only constituency project less than 2 billion naira. We are not exposing anybody, but these are facts.
So, I don't really understand the Yoruba that was spoken there. You seem to understand what he was saying.
Esther, the man said that there is no House of Rep member that the constituency project is less than 1 billion naira.
Okay.
Constituency,
yes,
not their usual allowance.
He said before they used to receive maybe less than 200 million.
Good.
But that President Bola Tinubu in his wisdom increased that.
Yes.
And then he said something about subsidy.
Yes, that is the money for the subsidy. Listen very well, And then that of the Senate, the same thing. None of them is less than 2 billion naira for constituency project. So where is the constituency project? Is money for the boys, money in their pocket. So is it the subsidy money that are being given to where do you think they're getting the money?
To the senators they've increased their money from the subsidy money. So it's possible that the president is financing the senators, giving them enough money, giving the governors enough money, but they're the ones that are not doing what they're supposed to do. Is that it?
No. The money is not for you to do any of those things. No. It's not for you to do anything.
If they increase...
If not, he's supposed to be asking them, this thing this money, what have you done? He has enough people there to go and check. After all, how long does it take to go and check what they are doing with the constituency project? Are you not supposed to return what you have done? Remember very well to tell you the deceit. They told us that constituency project is not given to the honourable members, so that you are going to identify a project in your constituency. Then the government will finance it. They don't give them money. That's what they told us. Now we are hearing a different thing. So how can you give them that money and expect them to use it to do anything? No, tell me how. You can see the insincerity here. That money is for them to put in their pockets and then support whatever he's doing and saying. That's all.
Can these lawmakers be sued? Can they be sued to make account of those monies?
Please don't waste your time.
Not less than 1 billion and 2 billion, and we're not seeing constituency projects. Are you saying these monies are pocketed? Are you saying that subsidy money that is meant to go into healthcare, education, infrastructure, right? As in, I really subsidy money is being given to senators, and there is no improvement in certain projects within their constituencies.
Imagine how many there are.
So is that why nobody has given accountability for the subsidy removal? Like how much money has been made from subsidy removal and where the monies are going to?
These are just something we can, these are the ones you can identify. I know that other money are going into selfish interest somewhere. Other monies running into trillions. Why do you think things are like this? I told you here that two people have made more money than all the president put together since the creation of Nigeria. And I presented the facts before you. So where are those money? Look at what they are doing with it. Esther, look at what they're doing. Everybody running there so that he can get his own chunk of the national cake. Look at it. You can see the real reason behind all this jumpology. You can see it now. So tomorrow somebody come and say we don't have money, we don't have. Remember, the money God has blessed us with, some people are using it to play kalu.
And the APC governors are commending the performance of the president. They're claiming that critics of the present administration have been put to shame by the landmark achievements of the government. Good. The governors who said that they made that statement that the president has been vindicated. They met behind closed doors in Abuja on Wednesday night to assess the performance of the government as it approaches its midterm mark in office on May 29. Barrister, I don't know if we have enough time to look at the first 2 years and the economic improvement so far that has been disclosed, because I need to understand what aspects that there has been improvement. If there is any form of improvement, thank God we're going to get reaction from callers. They are going to tell us precisely what they have benefited or the improvement that they have witnessed in this first 2 years that the governors are commending. Just yesterday, Hurua slammed some ministers because they were going to travel outside the country to organize something that Hurua called a PR stunt. It's an initiative where they would possibly relate to the international communities the achievements of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if the governors are saying that the president's administration is doing so well, if, for example, we're seeing some technocrats tell us that indeed the appraisal of the president's economy, that's Tinubunomics, that's what it's being called, Tinubunomics. If we want to look at the appraisal of his achievement in the past 2 years and the whole renewed hope agenda, the 80-page renewed hope agenda, would we say that we're already experiencing some light in the dark tunnel that he came and met?
Where is the light? Where is the tunnel? There is none. That's why he's running from pillar to post. Do you know the latest gimmick now is that...
Okay, Barrister Darlington.
Yes.
Based on what the president told us in the renewed hope agenda, one of the things he said was, number one, they would be reforming the economy for sustained inclusive growth. They will strengthen national security for peace and prosperity. They will boost agriculture to achieve food security. They will unlock energy and natural resources for sustainable development. They would enhance infrastructure and transportation as enablers of growth. Then others is to focus on education, health and social investment as essential pillars of development, and also accelerate diversification through industrialization, digitization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation to improve governance. So my question is this, sir. Have we been able to strengthen national security for peace and prosperity in the first 2 years? That's one. Two, has agriculture been boosted and has food security been provided? I don't know if that is what is... I'm wondering if that's what the APC governors amending for the past 2 years. In terms of energy and natural resources for sustainable growth or sustainable development, are we seeing that? Do we have constant electricity? Do we even have like possibly 18 hours of electricity supply if we're utilizing energy? Do you get what I'm saying? In terms of infrastructure and transportation is still very high, both the aviation by air and by land. So in what aspect? We know that it's just 2 years, but which of them is beginning to show some form of promise that the governors met behind closed doors and gave the president a pass mark?
Esther, the final word is that they met behind closed doors.
Okay.
When you want to tell lie to yourself, you hide behind closed doors, not before the camera, not in the open, because people will question you. Didn't you hear what you said, that behind closed doors? So why are they closing the door when they are telling us the truth? Open it. Let us ask you a question now. You went behind closed doors, and after you have communicated to yourself, you now came out and tell us. Mention those progress you are talking about. Let us see it. Let us verify it. Or you mean you are the only one expressing the progress because you are being given money to do what you like? Is that not the only thing you are seeing here? No, is that not the only thing here? That's why they are praising him now. The man knows how to manipulate people, and he's doing it big time with our money. With our money. All the money they have made from us, all the taxes, everything, where is it going to? Esther, the Minister of Power told you that they need 10 billion naira every year, Abi, to give us light. Now, last year, Adelabu told us that with the money they have made, over 2 trillion, they don't need any money from the federal government again. They can be self-sustainable. So, over 2 trillion. How many 10 billion can you get in 2 trillion naira, Esther? That we don't have light. Up to today, we are still struggling with 5,000 megawatts. If something happens somewhere, the whole nation will plunge into darkness. No alternative, nothing. So you know where the whole matter came to an end. When Aso Rock cannot pay the electricity bill, Tinubu cannot pay NEPA bill. That's why he went for solar. And I know he went for that solar because the money is not coming from his pocket. 10 billion naira to provide solar system for Aso Rock. How many Nigerians can afford even 1 million naira to provide solar in their homes? I mean 1 million naira. So if a whole Aso Rock cannot pay NEPA bill, is it me? That's why I told Adelabu, go and expand prisons. If you don't want to give people prepaid meter, they are going to bypass meter. And then you now carry everybody into prison. Let me see the prison that will contain them. Since you don't know what to do. Look at how much they are extorting from people. Look at how much. Esther, you know I told you one time that they said my meter have expired. And now I am now put on estimated billing.
For Barrister Darlington, are we saying that?
I'm coming.
Are we okay?
Something happened, I'm coming. Now, they now eventually brought my meter. I told you, Abi. They brought my meter and gave me a token of 200 units. Esther, by the time I finished that 200 units, and now I was not told that I will pay for it. That 200 unit came to 44,000 naira. And I said, so 44,000 naira for a whole 200 units and lasted me for a month. And so this money that I've been paying on estimated billing on the same property, over 100 and something thousand naira. So where did it go to? Are you getting what I'm saying now? To tell you when I'm saying that people are extorting money from me, these are my reasons. If you give me prepaid meter and I'm paying less than 50,000 naira a month, then when you place me on estimated bill, I will pay over 130,000. Esther, look at the gap that NEPA has been taken from me. Look at it. When I tell them now that they're owing me money, they say how? Look at it. The same property, everything. It's not as if
And Barrister, it's not just you. It cuts across everywhere.
I want to use that as an example, so that they will know that they are extorting money from me. It's a rape. I'm supposed to go to court over this matter because I've gotten evidence now.
This is basically where the critics are coming in by saying that the reason why the common man cannot sue any agency to court is because they delay in delivery. The delay is so much that at the end of the day you would lose a lot. You would lose your time and you would lose your money.
Don't worry, it will get to an end one day. Don't worry, I've been saying it here. You know, they say it is better to judge us than to war. But they are taking us for granted.
Based from the presidency, they feel they've recorded a lot of achievement in the area of the economy in the last 2 years. For example, in terms of brick and mortar, there have been several completed roads and bridges, especially in the FCT, Lagos. For example, in March 31, 2025, Nairametrics reported that Tinubu's administration had prioritized road infrastructure, accelerating existing projects and initiating new ones to enhance connectivity, trade and regional development, meaning that 13 key road projects, the Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano Road, originally awarded in 2017, now revitalized with 740.79 billion naira in funding. Completion set for 2026. 9th Mile Otukpo Makodi Road, Sakoto Badagry Highway, a 1,068-kilometer north-south link with a rail line in the median. Construction began in October 2024. Abuja Lokoja Benin Road is undergoing dualization with concrete technology and re-awarded in 2024 with 305 billion naira funding, and Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. But critics are saying that in as much as this is a good initiative, the important thing is food. People cannot have access to food because it's either very expensive or those who actually farm cannot farm because of insecurity, which brings us back to what Atiku Abubakar recently said. For example, he said that this administration, he criticizes administration's handling of insecurity in the country. He described its approach as the greatest irresponsibility of any political leader anywhere. And I'm going to ask you if that is what it is, because the president has actually signed a bill for forest guard to be implemented so that they can, tackle or enable the Nigerian military in fighting insecurity. The forest guards know the forest very well. But let's listen to Atiku Abubakar here.
You remember program started, it was actually in 2002. We were in office. The president sent for me, VP, what do we do about it? It started in Yobe, actually. And I said, Mr. President, let's call the service chiefs and give them a deadline. If they can't put it down, then they should put down their uniforms and go away. We'll get some other people. And he called the service chiefs. I was there and gave them marching orders. Within a few weeks, they put down the insurgency in Yobe. It never came up again until we left office. So one, I will say there is lack of political will on our leaders. When they are killing your citizens, how you can even eat? They are killing your citizens and you don't give a damn. It's the greatest irresponsibility by any political leader, anywhere.
Exactly.
Marisa Darlington, that was Atiku
Yes,
Abubakar.
yes.
And he says that this administration is nonchalant towards the plight of the people when it comes to insecurity. I remember yesterday, I was really aggrieved when he said that yesterday at the sitting at the National Assembly, they would have called all the military agencies, or specifically their heads, to come and give us a report as to why we are still experiencing insecurity. We saw what happened in Mate local government area. We saw how the military, the non-state actors, the terrorists killed the Nigerian soldiers. Barrister Darlington, if you see that video, young boys, very young able-bodied men, young boys, they killed them for nothing. Later we heard that it was one of the civilian joint task force that led them, one of their trusted civilian joint task force that led the terrorists to the enclave of the Nigerian military, and that's what caused it. So are you telling me that with all the sophistication, with all the weaponry that you claim to have, that there was no intelligence gathering to tell you that something was off, and that these guys were overtaken without anyone seeing them? No, there was no presence, no monitoring, nothing.
Leave that talk, Esther.
So is it that with what the president has said now, signing the forest guard bill and all whatnot, would you say that is a correct response to the state of insecurity?
In fact, it is the worst response you can give to a situation like this. The worst response. Which forest guard?
They know the forest very well.
Know what?
They know the forest very well.
Are
They'll
you
be
serious?
entering inside the forest to check out the enclave of these guys.
Yeah, really? So, Esther,
Sir?
you mean something that our well-trained military could not contain? It is civilians you gathered somewhere yesterday and gave what do you call shakabula to go and confront them in the forest, Abi? No, is that not suicide mission? Esther, is that not suicide mission? Something that the military could not contain with their sophisticated weapon and the air power. It is what you are sending the forest guard what? Guard? Are you serious? I challenge any of them to go close to where these terrorists are. Let's see what will happen. Please, the forest guard, you should be wary. You should be wary. I'm not predicting anything, no. But I'm saying what I know. You people should be very wary so that we don't record another casualty. Just imagine. The military could not contain them. You now gather some people say they are forest guard. Guarding what? No, guarding what? You have not the political will to do what you're supposed to do. So don't sacrifice more lives. Don't. The forest guard cannot do this job. Since Amoteku came up in the southwest, have they not been hitting on those states severally? Esther, with Amoteku in the southwest, have they not been hitting on those states in particular?
But Amoteku recently did something. They were able to rescue some kidnapped victims in less than 24 hours. They were swift and precise. If only we even have such active security agents beyond, that kind of synergy, that symbiotic relationship between, persons like Amoteku and the Nigerian military in other states, not just in the southwest, in other states as well. Well funded, well given all that is required, for intelligence gathering and protecting their territory.
Esther, were you not here when Amatoko had the shootout with the police over a suspect that was supposed to be in custody or something?
Yeah.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you? The thing is that they are not reporting exactly what is going on in the Southwest here. I'm not joking. They are not reporting exactly what is going on here. They are not. It's still under the cooler. The Lagos Ibadan Press, they are not telling us the truth about the level of insecurity around here. They are not. Yeah, they are not. So it is not getting better. Let us call a spade here. Unfortunately, Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò that was supposed to defend the people of the Southwest, he is somewhere at Ibadan holding court. He even have a chief of staff. He's an alternate governor.
Barrister, let's look at Yakubu Gowon. He's been quiet ever since the Plateau killings and the brigandage on there, and Nigerians were asking, these were generals, big time generals, why are they quiet? And this is their area that is. Yakubu Gowon came out to speak. You know that the Armed Forces Remembrance Day is coming up very soon, I think this month as well. And he said something that the Biafran Civil War was the most painful episode in Nigeria's history. Gowon insisted that the military preserved Nigeria's unity during the Civil War. This was a statement he made on Wednesday. He affirmed that military rule actually stifled democratic development and civil liberties in Nigeria. According to him, he said, while the military preserved national unity during the Civil War, that they built infrastructures, they created states to bring the government closer to the people, and at times restored order when civilian structures faltered. On the other hand, he acknowledged that military stifled democratic development, sometimes violated civil liberties, and created structures that enabled corruption. That despite these shortcomings, he expressed hope that the Nigerian military will forge a better democratic future. Then critics came out to speak to General Yakubu Gowon that they are part of the foundation of the corruption that took place in this country. They are part of those that caused the division and isolation of certain ethnic groups in this country, which obviously brought the whole memory of what the Southeasterners went through during the Biafran War, that he enabled it. I spoke with Barrister Fred Nzako this evening. Now, they're asking, when will General Yakubu Gowon come out to apologize for the way they handled things that time? That's one. Two, is there more that he expects that he's supposed to reel out as to what truly happened and where the misconception is coming from? Despite Babangida's expose in his book, they feel General Yakubu Gowon has more to say because he had intelligence at his group. He had first-hand information and experience on what happened. I even have what one of the white correspondents said on that very particular period when Nigeria was going through that scenario, especially in the Southeast. We're not bringing back memories because we're trying to move on from it. But a couple of critics would say it is time for the Southeasterners to move on and not always play victimhood and not always act as if there is a deliberate measure to isolate them or put them aside. That if that was the case, what are their leaders doing to incorporate them properly in the system? If their leaders can disenfranchise them, if their leaders can cheat, if their leaders are playing politics with their lives whereby they are disenfranchising their economy, then in what way would the cry of the Southeasterners be considered serious or taken serious?
Esther, we have moved on now. We have moved on. It's just that the Nigerian state have not moved on. They are still on our neck. Look at everything they have done. Is it not against Igbos? So how is that our fault? We have moved on. If not, we will not be where we are today now. We have moved on. But have the Nigerian state moved on? No. The 3R that the Gowon initiated, did he implement any of them? Even at that, we said, okay, no problem. Okay, allow us to move on, our life. They still refuse. Where is the most militarized zone in this country today? Is it not the Southeast zone?
Would you say that Gowon allowed the terrible situation and the way people took bluff first without even listening to the military order? I want you to listen to Mr. Forsyth. He was one of the white men who actually experienced what happened that time. It will give us proper context of what Gowon's attitude then was and if Gowon expects to do better now.
Mr. Forsyth, you claim that what's happening in Biafra is genocide and massacre on a very large scale.
Yes.
What evidence do you have for this?
It's mainly threefold. Partly my own eyewitness experiences. I followed the Biafran army very closely on a number of occasions. But one occasion at Onitsha, I came across 300 members of the Apostolic Church at Onitsha slaughtered by the Federal 2nd Division.
Did you actually see these bodies?
Yes, I helped clear them out of the road. The Biafran army was so shocked they wouldn't march past them. It took us 18 hours to clear the bodies out of the way.
Oh.
And they had all had their hands tied behind their backs and had been shot at close range. On another occasion,
Did you count these bodies?
personally, one by one, no. The estimate was 300. I think it was probably a fairly fair estimate. They were piled as high as a man's shoulder, like logs stacked on the roadside. On another occasion, a man whom I know was a photographer working for the Biafrans took a photograph very shortly after a village had been completely wiped out. And you can see still the bodies lying around the market square where they were shot down. Secondly, from eyewitness sources, survivors of the massacres. And thirdly, from interrogations of federal prisoners who, when the Igbo captors have been sent out of the way, admit, quite frankly, that they are there to wipe out Igbo. This is what they admit.
But what do they say that their orders were?
They don't mention what their orders were. They don't seem to be taking any notice of orders anymore. They're taking frightful casualties, and in revenge for these casualties, they seem to be going on a blood rampage, which has nothing to do with what Lagos is saying about the rehabilitation of the Igbo and how they're all going to be treated as equal citizens of Nigeria. In other words, there is such a disparity between what Lagos is saying on the one hand and what the federal army is actually doing on the ground. One has to come to the conclusion either Lagos is lying, and I don't think they are, I think they're quite sincere, or that the federal army of 80,000 brand new raw conscripts has gone out of control.
What about the bombing of Biafra? The federal government has claimed that they've only been attacking strategic targets.
Well, this is absolute nonsense. They may have given orders for the attacking of strategic targets, but the pilots they're using are almost exclusively Egyptian. And I've examined too many sites of bombing raids to be of any other conclusion that, almost without exception, they go straight for civilian centers. Anything that's protected by even light machine guns, they stay well away from. They just go down on schools, hospitals, and the African townships and the markets, all of which, during the course of a working day, are crammed with women and children. Very little else.
There is other evidence. On January the 29th,
All right, so this is quite unfortunate if we consider what transpired. But the reason why I'm playing this is the fact that General Yakubu Gowon played a major role. I want us to take a listen to him then and what he is saying now.
Is set forever. It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra to refer to any part of the East Central state of Nigeria. The tragic chapter of violence is just ended. We are at the dawn of national reconciliation. Once again, we have an opportunity to build a new nation. You will have heard that my government may seek the assistance of friendly foreign governments and bodies, especially in the provision of equipment to supplement our national effort. There are, however, a number of foreign governments and organizations whose so-called assistance will not be welcome. These are the governments and organizations which sustained the rebellion. They are thus guilty of the blood of thousands who perished because of the prolongation of the futile rebel resistance. They did not act out of love for humanity. Their purpose was to disintegrate Nigeria and Africa and impose their will on us.
So if you recall at the time, the Biafran had some foreign aid. And these were the people he was referring to, that they were not working out of love, that they were also working to disintegrate the country. Now, Gowon said at the time that we were going to work into unity and have a semblance of cohesion in the nation. But it seems like that did not happen. And up to now, Nigerians are asking General Yakubu Gowon, where was that then? And why are you not saying anything about it now for that sense of moving forward to be achieved? So with what he is saying here about the military and his antic or his attitude at the time towards the Biafran war, some critics have said they were young. They didn't know what they were doing. They were still at their experimental age. But now he's older. Has he been able to express that indeed they were naive and they had done wrong and let us move on? Because anytime there is something that happens, you hear if some persons are mostly affected, like what happened in Jam, and the apology yesterday. You saw the ethnic coloration that came into it. So at what point will that sense of unison restoration come in where everyone can move on? Because this particular administration, Barrister Darlington, has brought back old wounds. You go on X and social media, you see that ethnic divide potent every day. You see conversations of denigration and ethnic bias just because they are supporting the government of the day. You see government agents being part of this kind of anomaly. Tribal sentiments and tribal statements, derogatory comments with their official handle. You've heard Bayo Nanuga give out an ethnic slur. You've heard Fani Kayode give out ethnic slurs. These are government agents working, and we haven't heard the president at any point in time call these individuals out to say, my government is all inclusive, it is not divisive. It has been mute, and that's why the pain and the wound has resurfaced. So how would you describe what General Yakubu Gowon said?
It is being hypocritical, and it is obvious that the things are playing out now. You see, what is it called? They said that lies may run for 200 years. One day, truth will catch up with it. Esther, the truth about the Civil War is coming out today. Is that not true? With the book written by Babangida and what these foreign journalists are saying. Do you need any other evidence?
These foreign journalists was then. It was that time, not now.
I know, yeah.
They were the ones who came in to experience, give their own expression of what happened.
They are telling the truth about what they say. After all, they are not Igbos. They are not Igbos. So all the people who are ignorant about the Civil War, I wish that man that you go and bring in Ikeja is here now, Tobechuku. I wish he was there to listen to this.
Tobechuku is because
he was blaming the Igbos.
No, he says that they still carry on the victimhood mentality.
You see what I'm talking about? Look at genocide of the highest proportion. Civilians. In today's world, these people should have been candidates for ICC. There's no ways about it. Even Gowon, his hands are tainted with blood. He knows that. He knows. Because Babangida said that he was not able to control the massacre of the Igbos. That was
yes. You heard what said. He said that the order given from Lagos was different from what was being perpetrated in the southeastern.
So that means he was not even in control. He was not even in charge. That's why they put him there. And that was one of the reasons why Ojukwu resisted him. That he's not capable of leading. That was one of the reasons. They put him there as a stooge, and they were using him, and he didn't even have the manhood, the strength to say, look, we made a mistake. The other day you saw what we were talking about Ojukwu, that he's this. He brought his people into whatever and ran away. Meanwhile, he knows the truth about that war. Look at the contradictions here. And this is now, do you know what is paining me, Esther? We have moved on since 1970 when this is, but the Nigerian state have not moved on. They are still after the Igbos. Anyway, anything.
Are you sure,
everything they want to do now, go and check. Appointment to leadership.
But you heard again. Remember that they were talking about rotational presidency very
somebody
recently.
shut it down.
Not just one person. Quite
really?
A lot of them did not allow it.
Hold on. Where did they come from? Esther, where did they come from?
The north and the southwest.
Really? You mentioned the north, Abi?
No, the north and the southwest. I have the audio recording
north
of it.
North and the southwest.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Two of them.
Yes, you can see now. You can see the bipolar division of Nigerian leadership.
Nigerians could actually agree with it that the rotational presidency thing would not work.
In South Africa.
Because we have more than 700 ethnic groups, and every one of them will be saying it's our turn. So it should not be about tribe, it should be about competency.
No, because I have told you here the problem of Nigeria. Tribe, religion, and ethnicity. If you remove it from our life, Nigeria will move forward. But this time I raise it here, some people will say, that man is only talking about that. Who is talking about that? We are saying the problem here. And every day, this thing is standing us in the face, and you don't want to address it. But how can we move forward? South Africa realized their problem, and that's why they have 3 state capitals in South Africa here. 3. Just to bring the sense of governance, sense of inclusivity. 3 state capitals in South Africa here. In Switzerland, as advanced as they are, they have 7 vice presidents in Switzerland. That means all the nations that make up Switzerland, all of them have a say in government. 7. So those people, they are stupid, Abi. They don't know what they are doing. But to you, who's supposed to copy something that will make you move forward, you refuse to do it, and you want to make progress. How can that happen? Esther, how can that happen? When one particular ethnic group feel that they own Nigeria, and they are acting it out, and when we raise it here, address this problem, address it. That is the problem of Nigeria. Nobody will listen. Rather, they will start talking another thing entirely. If the Igbos are tribalistic, they won't go anywhere now. They will remain in their enclave. But you see, after the war, we moved on. Allow us to move on, they refuse. Allow us to move on, they say we cannot even vote in Lagos, this and that. And when some people come and say, it was only by another guy that said it. It was only this that said it. Are you serious? Why would they even say it in the first place? Why would they? How many people say the same thing in the southeast? How many people say the same thing in the southeast? Or don't you have them in the southeast?
But part of the renewed hope agenda is to address this. For example, under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all 6 geopolitical zones now have development commissions that are aimed at making development initiatives percolate to the grassroots through pro-people and pro-pop projects and programs.
How many of them are working? If every other one work, that or the SATI will not work.
What about the 4 tax reform bills sent to the National Assembly in October 2024, which has eventually been passed on? The Senate has adopted it. Don't you think that in the next 2 years, between now and 2027, we may begin to see some of these reforms work, sir? Which may include national cohesion?
Please, let me ask you about this tax reform bill.
Okay.
You say you are reforming our tax bill, Abi. You are bringing more people into the tax net, Abi. Good. Esther, who are the people that pay more tax in any country? Is it individuals or companies?
It's individuals.
No.
Pay more tax.
Yes, more tax, yes.
More companies do that.
Good. Now, 7.2 million companies have closed down in Nigeria. It's on record.
The president told us that more investors are coming in.
Oh, my God. Oh, he told you.
He told us through his aides.
And you believe him, Abi? Esther, you believe what Tinubu is telling you, then you can believe anything. Since he has been traveling all over, he told investors are coming. In fact, there was a time one man from India, when he be Indian billionaire, they said he's coming with $14 billion. That was the first trip, one of the first trips he made in 2023. Up to today, the man have not even visited Nigeria, not to talk of opening shop. Esther, he has not visited Nigeria, not to talk of opening. Mention any other investor that came. So this other one that closed down, because of your hard policy, they play part to close down, Abi. Then the other one that are coming, they are the one that will now succeed. Look at the contradiction. Esther, don't look at the contradiction. He promised you, he told you, are they coming? They will not come with this thing that's going on here, especially security. Esther, they will not come. A situation whereby one Chinese man will come here and half of our policemen will be guarding him. Is that progress? No, the man does not even have any freedom. No privacy. No privacy. The man that is surrounded by policemen wherever he's going, I am sure when he farts, the policemen will say, thank you, sir. Because they're all over the place. The man don't have privacy.
Oh, my God.
Yes, now. Is that life? When they went to China, how many police guarded them? You are telling me progress. Please leave that in. You saw what the Chinese man did where they are guarding him. Esther, is that progress? That means every one of them that are coming, and you take that number of police to guide him, what will not happen to the rest of us? As a matter of fact, are they guiding you? Esther, do you know that you don't matter in the equation of this government? Do you know you don't matter? Go and check. Everything they have done, you don't matter. They don't put you into consideration. You only matter when they want to do election, they now call you to come and vote for them. That's all. After that, you're on your own. Is that not what they've been doing over the years? And they call them Mr. Strategies, who knows how to manipulate people. Is that progress? 2 years down the line. 2 years down the line. I was expecting that by now we should be seeing things. We should be seeing things. Rather, because they have nothing to show us, they went to London to go and tell them lies there. Meanwhile, while they were there, the British government is telling you that the level of insecurity is worrisome. The same place they want to showcase what they have achieved, though. The same people are telling you this. So, Esther, what progress can you make in the midst of insecurity? Tell me.
It's terrible. Do you know that the Ondo State APC chairman that was abducted, the 2 people that came to pay the ransom, they also detained them.
Exactly.
That the ransom money was not complete.
Can you just imagine? And that progress, they are not even talking about it, Esther. Do you know, this thing is very painful. That you see a group of people who are just a law unto themselves, with the guns, heavy guns, and you are telling me you are making progress. Where is the progress?
And then they're demanding 30 million naira on those that came to do the negotiation and give them money. Those that came to bring the money, they're demanding 30 million naira from them.
They will pay that money.
Who will pay the money?
The people they concerned, they will pay. Shebi is an APC chairman.
Yes.
They will pay that money to release him. But they will not.
But now they have to release. They have to pay ransom money to release 3 more people. Before it was 1 person. Now 2 other persons are now being held hostage.
I said they will pay that money. As long as the APC chairman, they will pay that money. Forget it. They have been paying before. If they can give constructive project of 1 billion naira, why can't they give the terrorists their own share? Terrorists know what is going on. They have colleagues in the government who are giving them information where money is coming out.
Is the brazenness of this individual.
I am telling you, because the government
brazenness.
doesn't care. All the while we are shouting here, they will say some come and tell me, don't have high blood pressure, don't have this. So already my doctor told me that my blood pressure is low. I should do something.
So you want to increase it?
I should do something
with your talk. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get your reaction. The conversation this evening is 30 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Yes, good evening, ma. How are you, ma? Hello? I can hear you, ma. Good evening. What is your name?
Go talk now.
She said she can't hear.
Oh my God.
080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. Hello, good evening. How are you? Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name, please? All right, Pastor Emmanuel, please go ahead, sir.
No, they say not. Oh. Abi? Oh. Abi?
So what happened that God will defend those and take us to the hand that we need to do.
Abi?
We are from God.
Thank you,
All
my
right,
brother.
good evening. Thank you for calling. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? 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 Your network no good, or I can't hear anything. Hello? All right, 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening, sir. How are you?
My brother, how you doing? Well, they were my brother. I'm telling you. Amen. Yes. They were. Abio.
Okay. Thank you very much. 080-3692-9933.
I love my brother to
No,
sing.
now this is speaking Igbo, and we have a more inclusive audience.
He's the choir master in his village.
Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. 080-3692-9933. That's the number. 080-3692-9933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening, sir. What's your name, please? Sir, Akbar, okay, can you turn down the volume of your radio? Sir, you haven't turned down the volume. Okay, very good. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I sincerely do appreciate that. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Esther, good evening.
Good evening, sir. I'm fine,
Esther,
sir.
how are you?
I am fine, sir. Well done, sir. Thank you for calling. All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Batters.
I did greet you.
Where have you been?
Yeah, I did. You see what is going on. Barrister Darlington keeping saying all this every day. But some people, before when he has started ruling now, you see some people, they are start challenging him. This is almost 2 years now. This man have taken over. You see all the whole thing. I don't know. I know that you are doing your job. When he said that, he said, "I'm going to bring investor," and you believe him. Everything he's going to do, you believe him. Which one have? Who will see this country as it is now? Bring investor to come and invest. If it is you, can you come and invest your money in this country like this? Insecurity everywhere. Oh, this type of people, eh? Where is those people that are calling before when Precious is there? One man from Badakio, they call him Olu.
Yes.
One from Krikli side.
Yes.
One from they will be challenging by Barrister Darlington. Where are they now? Why are they no more talking?
I wonder.
Look at people. Boys, that you have see ahead of all these things. That's why he was saying it, and the people didn't believe now, and everything is coming to what he said. I pity for Nigeria, pity for this country. You want to bring forest guard to go and attack bandits, forest guard, ordinary forest guard. Do you want to tell me that the federal government don't know where this bandit is in the forest? Where is Toju Bello that you go and negotiate with them? So they cannot carry Toju Bello to go and show them where those people is, so that the military will go and bomb that place, bomb them. They are deceiving themselves. Esther, thank you very much.
Good night, sir. Thank you for calling. Hello, 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. 080-3692-9933. Good evening. How are you? Good evening, sir. What's your name, please? Wow. Barrister Darlington, your namesake.
You must be my junior darling. Come and pay homage. Come and pay homage. Not work at all.
I'm surprised some Nigerians with their tribal mentality still believe in this marriage called Nigeria. They are working for their personal pockets, not for the good of the nation.
Exactly.
So we should just open our eyes and see things the way it is.
Thank you, my brother. Thank
you very much. Why don't you want people to believe? We have to believe in this nation. We don't have any other country. This is our country. We have to have faith that things will become better.
Esther,
sir,
in the United Kingdom, our former colonial master, their former prime minister was booted out of by his own party when he lied against because of COVID-19.
Yes,
his own party, his own family. They say he's to get out that he's a liar.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
No sentiment attached.
Hello, good evening, sir. What's your name, please? Your name is Adelabu, good evening. How are you? Where are you calling us from, please? K2. All right, Mr. Adelabu, please go ahead, sir.
Did you say Adelabu?
Okay.
Adelabu. I am reluctant to greet back. Oh.
Why?
I don't because I don't have light too.
He said he doesn't have lights.
you must be. I don't catch you now. Now you are go attack. Now you be Adela where they see.
Please go ahead, sir.
Oh my God, you are welcome.
Why now? Eh? Adelabu, try and call us back, please. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Thank God you picked my call today.
No, what happened is that the calls are so many. If I don't pick your call, it's not deliberate. But thank God you called in early today.
This is me talking.
I know. Darlington. I know. Good evening. It's your best friend that adopted your name. Good evening, sir.
That's my last name.
Oh my God.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Look, Esther, I don't want to talk much because whatever I want to say, the previous callers have been saying it.
Okay.
And my Darlington has been saying it. But what I'm scared of today is about Nigeria. If care is not taken in Nigeria, the terrorists going to rule Nigeria like Afghanistan.
I am telling you. That's
what I can say. May God help us.
I am telling you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
It's important for military intelligence to be applied.
Serious.
I don't know the kind of. They need to develop a new tactic. It's not funny. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, good evening. How are you, sir? You sound very low. Hello. Good evening. What's your name? 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. Good evening.
Esther.
How are you?
Listen, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. What's your name?
Okay, that is a good evening to you, sir.
Well done. Ooh.
God bless you. God will continue to protect you. You've been saying the truth, and people have been hearing that. See, Esther, my name is Alexo.
All right, Alexo.
Okay.
See, we have a problem in this country, and these people are refusing to address the issue. Whether they play politics with lives. Does that make you right? You grab the power. Okay, if you think Tinubu is the one in charge, why is he not able to give order to the military to leave southeast and go into the forest?
I wonder.
No, if he is in charge, why not give commanding order to the military to leave out this road and go there?
Alexo, your network is very poor.
The network.
Alexo.
If in this country, like
Alexo, kindly call back. All right. Kindly call back, okay? Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening. How are you?
Turn down the volume of your radio.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good evening.
Yes,
how are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, this is ACN from Amodo.
ACN, how are you, sir? Good evening.
Good evening, Barrister Talented.
Well done, no.
Yes, Esther. Esther.
Sir.
Do you know that the greatest lie any human being, anybody can tell you is that they love Esther more than Esther loves
herself? I'm telling you.
Are you with me, Esther?
Yes, sir, we're listening to you. We can hear
if
you.
anybody comes to you today and tell you that they love you more than you love yourself, then I will tell you that that person is a liar.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something, Esther. Every day we struggle to access their paperwork. What happened to other ports in the eastern region? Can they not decongest their paperwork by opening the work in the eastern region?
Okay.
So when we are talking about the marginalization of the Igbos, people must not trivialize it.
I wonder.
We are not saying it for political gains. It is a reality that is visible even to the blind. And whoever that is telling us today that, look, whatever that is happening in the southeast is because the elders in that zone are not speaking with one voice. That is a lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
That is a lie.
It's a lie, my brother.
Esther,
sir?
but somebody needs to leave Manchester to go to London and look for a job, to Washington DC in search of a job. How come there are no government institutions?
In the southeast.
Federal government agencies anywhere in the southeast. Have you asked yourself that question?
I wonder.
So we should stop pretending in this nation. We should stop pretending. The man Nnamdi Kanu is in incarceration today just because I've listened to all the recording Nnamdi Kanu. I never heard for once where he tell anybody that if you are not an Igbo, leave southeast. He never said any Yoruba person living in the southeast should leave. He never said any other person in the southeast should leave. And he never gave order to his followers to kill any other person outside of the southeast. His advocacy is that the people should allow.
Wow. ACN, please kindly call back if you have the time, okay? Hello, good evening. The callers are saying they can't hear. Hello, turn down the volume of your radio. When you call, turn down the volume of your radio, please. It's not proper, all right? Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, madam. Who's calling from Maya?
Chooks. How are you, Chooks?
Yeah, fine.
Welcome. Please go ahead.
I want to say my regard to Prophet
Darlington.
Well done.
Because he might not know, but I've been following him over years. And when everybody had the contrary view, he has always maintained that this present status quo should not have any faith in it. And this is what we are today. And having said that, considering the ministers that are going to during the show of the country to Chatham House to go and exhibit, the so-called work of the government, you'll be asking what could have been the motive. Before, I tend to not really put too much, heart to it when they say whenever obese cases, the government achieves code. I want to tell you that they want to go and they are saying they want to go and market the country. After somebody is demarketing the country. So they are just going after everything that this guy has been, trying to do. So one last thing I want to ask Barrister to post shed light is about this shadow government.
By Pat Tommy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Chooks. Thank you.
Yeah.
So can you speak on it?
Yeah.
Because DSS has sued him already.
Look, there is nothing that will come out of that because what Pat Tommy is doing is what he has always done. I told you I was a member of Pachito Gang in good. It's the same thing. Offering solution to the problem of the government. Please, Esther, how does that constitute
shadow government?
I mean, can you just get it?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Go ahead.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, ma.
My name is Dora Musa. I'm calling from Alimosho.
Okay.
Esther, I want to talk about Boko Haram.
Okay.
When we were in church before, when Boko Haram started 2009, at 2011, they entered our community. They killed more than 500 people. Army was there. They are in the main road, claiming that they are guiding us because they have already write later that they are coming. Plenty army was there. When these people, young boys, wear JC. Young boys like 17 years, 16 years, 19 years, enter, slaughter all the people. I lost 4 children. I lost my husband. I have gunshot in my leg. Army refused to enter. These people operate more than 6 hours. They operate, they left before they now come inside. Take away that survived to from hospital, let us there go. They will play politics that they didn't give them order to come inside and drive Boko Haram. Today, now, Boko Haram have overcome army. The politics that army are playing with our lives before, now is their turn. You see it? Now is their turn. Boko Haram has overcome them now. They can't control it again. It's their turn. I love go through them with God that I have gunshot in my lap. Those 4 times operation. Google the story of Joy Motak. You will see me there holding countries. Google the story of Joy Motak. So the end I call radio station.
Yeah, you've called here before.
There. Yes, before I do 4 times operation, even more because of Wale was in Manchester. Wale is the one that put my son for school. No, my daughter is here. She's supposed to read medicine. She's here trying Akara. She's trying Akara before she finished secondary school. Then make my life short. You've left my life. So the answer that when I call this radio station for look to help to buy medicine when I do operation, about the Mutuba will follow me up and down that they should not help me. They should not help me. I still get pieces sending to me.
She used to call here. She used to call the radio station.
Now, if it didn't happen to anybody, they will not. But the reason I always listen to radio station is that you people always so concerned about this killing that they are killing us with and all that place. You people always so concerned, and God will not let you people to see all these things that we saw in Jesus' name. And those that are attacking me that they should not have me in the radio station, they will see what I see so that they will test it. Now I'm here testing their own. They are playing politics. It's now their turn.
All right,
It's
Joy.
their turn now.
Joy, it's okay. Joy, it's okay.
So
Joy, it's okay. All right, thank you. I have your phone number, so I'll call you. I'll call you after the show.
God bless you, Barista. It's on the turn now. If it didn't happen to you, we don't know what it is.
Thank you very much, Joy Musa.
Esther.
I'll call you after the program. She's called here before. Yes.
Did you see the pain in this girl's voice?
She went through the experience now.
4 children and a husband.
You know, I was shocked when I was speaking with Mr. Lawal and Kundaya when he said that they would not retaliate if they were not given an order.
Yeah?
And she just confirmed it.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Esther,
hi.
how are you?
I'm fine. Good evening. Joval, right?
Yeah, long time.
Long time, Joval.
Yes.
All right, Joval.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Sir?
Joval.
Esther,
sir?
What I wanted to say, this last caller, in fact, she has said every thought I have in my heart.
That is what God, when God is said he will fight your battle.
Joval, your network bad. You're breaking seriously.
Anyway, we have to overhead, I tell you, strong that you are hearing us. Esther?
Yeah?
So we are moving to Forest Garden now.
Yes. After that, then Boy Scout.
What? Joval, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
After Boy Scout, then Boys Brigade.
I hope to have support the Forest Garden to do their work. Are they having sophisticated instruments to do their work?
No, they have.
Joval, you're on the road, right? Aye. Joval, can you call when you're somewhere a little bit more quiet?
You're on the road?
Yeah, he's on the road, and it's affecting the network as well. It's affecting the network. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Turn down the volume of your radio, please.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Pastor Godwin.
Pastor Godwin. What's your location, please?
Yes, I'm calling from Alagbado.
From Alagbado. All right, go ahead, sir. Hello, Pastor Godwin.
From Alagbado. So I want to speak briefly on the marginalization of the Igbos. You know that we have forgotten the past and we have carried on. So we have continued what we are doing and we are doing.
Hello? Wow, Pastor Godwin.
There was a question I have not addressed, so I hope you know.
Yeah. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Sunday.
Mr. Sunday. All right, sir. Please, Mr. Sunday, go ahead.
Yeah, this is my favorite station so far.
Thank you, sir. He has denied it, too. He said it is not true.
No, it's not important.
Clearly, he said it clearly, a past governor can open how they want it. That's why they did election everywhere, there and there. They want to go and cash out. They are cashing out. We're not suffering. To me, we need to come out if revolution doesn't take place in Nigeria, then it doesn't work out. All the things they are doing, they know what they are doing. But if Nigeria can come out one and who is the room, he will come out from the company from that because he's not doing well. But all his promises, he said he promised us when during the campaign that when he came in that the power will be stable. Where is it? That if he doesn't do that, we should not vote him back. But he's trying to go back there. All the promises is failed.
All right, thank you for calling.
All right. More about it.
Thank you for calling. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, Mr. Godfrey. How are you?
Correct. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Did I get your name right? Is it Godfrey? Hello.
Good evening. My name is Comrade Godfrey. I'm calling from Tulare.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
It's my turn now, right?
Hello?
Hello? Let's go. Good evening, Barrister Darlington, my man.
Well done.
Good evening, Barrister.
Yes, I did hear you. Well done.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start with the video, the audio voice that you played, Esther.
Yeah, about Biafra.
On the revelation from that has a rep member. You know, wow.
Go ahead.
Hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Can you go ahead, please? Your time is going. You're taking time.
Okay. I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you for playing that audio. And because, I have been worried as to why you see that our House members, the senators, became dumb.
They don't talk.
They cannot say anything to the presidency. Now the revelation has come out, and that is why. And I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. Knowing the person that is now, knowing the person who is the Senate president now, the person who does that what money cannot do.
More money will do it.
More money can do it. That is credited to Senator Akpabio. Then Tinubu, as we know him, has intended who is generous. And so he has brought all of these institutions. So what are we still expecting? Other than this trash or this thing that they tell us all the time, empty promises. Now Nigerians can see where our money is going. The money that they retrieve from us from subsidy, subsidy. Now look at how they are sharing it within themselves. A house member is protecting not less than $1 billion.
1 billion. And a senator 2 billion.
And the
before they were collecting
dying.
less than that.
Now you can see. Okay, projects. I'm coming to the issue of foreign investors, attracting foreign investors. Please let me take a session. I want to disagree with Darlington on this one. He is saying that he's not seeing any investor. But there are investors, there are foreign investors. The bandits that are coming into Nigeria, are they not investors?
Oh my God. Mr. Godfrey. Thank you very much, Mr. Godfrey.
Good night.
You've taken through me. Sir?
You are looking for an investor. They have told you one. At this one, we can verify it.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
We can verify this one.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Christopher, aka
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
Barrister Darlington, there was
my brother.
How are you, sir?
We did.
Yeah, but that you don't talk and finish. You know I like you to say the truth. Nothing but the truth. You understand? We Nigeria, we don't love ourselves. We don't love ourselves because I know see the reason why we get celebrities, we get rich, we get everything for this country, but we really cooperate. You see, when you say this one, they will say Nigeria, we say this one, they will say Nigeria, we say this one, they will say Hausa. We are all one, but they don't want this thing to be one. She understand? So it's time for playing that record, and listen to the record as yeah. So for me, you don't get for at all. You don't get for at all. You don't get for. It's just that the evidence is too much. The jealousness is too much. That's just it. Because anywhere you go enter, then they will recognize. Now you man go come out from Nigeria and go abroad. They go say, this one, now you man, he know business, he know this one. I think you understand. So Nigeria, we need to work as far as make this country move. I think God beg everybody. And our leaders, they need to do well. People want them to hear they keep people there for outside Lagos. Not east, you know the year.
Yeah, now. Yeah.
So why not begin and go ahead? Don't see that woman will call away the car. I keep so pity for that woman. Can you imagine? I would just tell country. We can't see the apple. It's not good now. Why? It's not good.
True. Thank you so much for calling, okay? Thank you.
Barrister Darlington, good night, sir.
Well done, my brother. Well done.
Barrister Darlington, this is your fans. They'll just call you, oh, good night, Barrister Darlington. Good night, it's all Barrister Darlington. That is here.
You can change your name. Join me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take a message, and we need to take some WhatsApp messages. But let me start from YouTube. Ngozi Ilo, good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. I don't know what makes them to be clapping for someone shedding crocodile tears. Honestly, I see all of them acting drama. Nigeria, Kate Chuksal, in a country where human beings are in charge, the person as Minister of Education should be sacked immediately. This is war against the young generations who participated in that JAM exams. Pastor Vanity Van Gogh's JAM should be scrapped. It's either snake is swallowing money, or they are awarding marks indiscriminately, or that there are glitches, or that the registrar is returning unspent money to get his 10%. Emmanuel. All right, okay, Emmanuel, nobody will read that one. Barrister Elvis, Esther, since they started regulating phone numbers, has it stopped terrorists and bandits from using phones to negotiate ransom? How many of them have been apprehended and prosecuted? Tochiko Adele, good evening. Look, the man, Professor Oloyede, would not pull the wool over our eyes. If he apologizes and takes responsibility for the failure of the recent JAM exam conduct under his watch and calls for rewriting of it, what will... Okay. Alright, for the writing of it, what will now happen to those pupils that had written the first exams and luckily passed as declared? Well, those are, I think the centers where these people had issues, obviously their marks were obviously reduced, so they're the ones that were receipts. It's not everybody. All right, Tochiko Adele, wouldn't those people that were not so lucky as those ones that had passed have cheated those that had passed in the first exam? Okay, Luke, in addition to apologizing, which can be accepted or not, he should also resign, or the Minister of Education should resign himself if he's still dilly-dallying compulsory resignation. Oloyede, Tochiko Adele, the man, Professor Oloyede, should hurriedly be made to compulsorily resign. If I Frank, Tochiko Adele, my brother, for a minister to resign in Nigeria, we have to wait for a long period of time. Favor about why your network is always bad. Favor, no, sorry, we're in the era of glitches. I let them remark the scripts of those students affected. Asking them to rewrite the exam is wicked. Do you know the state of their mind right now? How long do you think they will need to get them prepared? If I'm frank, this is the country we have become. Barrister, ride on. This is by Rosic TV. Wisdom Amadi, good evening, Esther and Barrister. Good evening to you. Emeka Nweke, the tears of JAM registrar was a crocodile tears. Wisdom Amadi, all right. Emeka Nweke, the Nigerian government should release Nnamdi Kanu, leader from illegal detention. Well, his trial is on. Francis, thank you very much for your compliment. Thank you. Emeka Nweke, okay. Ngozi, wisdom, okay. All right. Pastor Vanity Van goes, I want to suggest that the children of politicians should be brought from abroad to form the bulk of personnel that will guard our forest if they really love Nigeria and are sincere. All right. Emeka Nweke, question for the restoration of sovereign independent republic. Nigeria is too much. Customer that drives keke was kidnapped last month in Benue when he went to see his son in school, and they want 10 million naira ransom. All right, Ifenywa says, good evening, Barrister. Ezioku Bindi. All right, thank you for your message. Barry Adaba, What is the call number? The call number on WhatsApp is 0817-1756-338. I think you've been trying to call, right? Mazi Prince, CJN should take his confession to God. Good evening, Barrister. God bless you and Esther. Apostle Ifeanyi Amici. God will continue to bless you and protect you. Suddenly, all right. Good evening, VOP. There's an atom of truth in what Barrister Darlington is saying, but he should stop this religion of a thing. I think government is using JAM to generate funds. The action they took is because of how people speak up against the mass failure. How come they didn't detect the error before announcing the result? The time to rewrite the exam is also too short. Ralph of Satellite Town, I said the same thing, that how come they didn't notice before releasing the result? This one shocked me. Okay, I don't think you're listening to the right radio station where you sent, right? Good evening, please. Good evening, Esther. JAM should be scrapped. Let universities conduct entrance examination for students to avoid future occurrence of this anomaly. Ima from Ikotu. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you too. Good evening and good work you are doing. Thank you. Please, I want to understand why Nigerians will always demand an apology for people who violate their fundamental human rights. I think this idea gives the leaders the audacity to go on doing as they like. Even the apology is golden to them to render. Ugo from Lagos. All right, why does President Darlington contradict himself? He always speaks with a forked tongue. On a serious note, let's hold our elected officials accountable for constituency projects. We should demand transparency from councillors, local government chairmen, assembly members, reps, and senators on how they utilize annual allocations. Abidin from Bagada.
Can you imagine?
Is your favorite friend?
Your
best friend.
What is the contradiction you mentioned here?
He did not mention it too.
Can you imagine?
He didn't say it. Abidin, can you kindly say what the contradiction is and the forked tongue he talked? Abidin.
Yeah?
Good evening, VOP. Please ask Mr. Darlington whether he would ever complain if all the defections were to the Labour Party. Also, why do you always refer to ethnic and religious biases? You often say anything that would divide this country and you're an elder. Must you constantly insinuate religion and ethnicity in everything? Tunde from Ijegu.
Will you shut up? If you are treated like this, will you keep quiet? I know you people more than you know yourself. If the case we are to be reversed now, will you keep quiet? Tunde? You are matching me with a jackboot and you say I should not talk, Abi? Are you serious?
This person says, what irritates me the most is when people say Tinubu is intelligent and smart. So when did personal greed, desperation and evil manipulation for self-ambition become intelligence for Tinubu? Ororo from Ayobo. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you too. And Barrister Darlington, my name is John Amodu from Simawa, Ogun State. On the issue of JAM, it's so disheartening that all this terrible experience are happening in the country. Everything about this country now is full of propaganda and manipulation. When the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? Esther, if you want all these failed politicians to resign, then Tinubu should resign first, because they are birds of the same feather. He is a pilot of this failed plane. None of the bill from the president is always rejected. Can you imagine the Senate cannot give 1 minute silence to a bereaved soldiers rather than out to approve FCT budgets? The president has ruined this country. May God Almighty revive us from this bondage. To be honest with you, I said it yesterday, I said it today. They have refused to acknowledge our fallen heroes. Good evening, Esther, Barrister Darlington, and VOP family. Tinubu formed a political gang with the political class, and they enjoyed opulence when he was with his control of Lagos State. Now he is replicating the same thing in Nigeria. But what assurance of the political class in Nigeria is that it's too big for that kind of politics? Many of the defectors will lose out at last. May God save our land. Amici from Mafoluku. Barrister Darlington, laugh out loud. This one has plenty emojis of laughing. Good evening, Esther. This evening, your tone with Barrister Darlington is not as audacious as you were yesterday with Ekwendaya. You are not forceful today with your speech. Your voice is not high-pitched. I noticed that you don't interrupt as you were interrupting Ekwendaya. So you tried to interrupt Barrister Darlington when he was talking about the NEPA people. He told you to hold on. You shouldn't interview one analyst one way or elder. Wow, Barrister Darlington.
In my own case, I think I gave you
two sides. I wanted to get a context of where his line of thought was coming from. In your own case, you had a line of reasoning, and when I interjected you with something else, you came up with your examples. So there is nothing personal, okay? There is no discrepancy here.
They have brought tribalism here. Don't you see what they're saying?
Good evening, crew. It's sad that what happened to the army in their base yesterday. Abacha said if insurgency lasts for 24 hours, the government knows about it. Look at the insecurity in the land. If you protest, the government will quickly send police, army, and Agbaris to stop your protest. Whereas you have bandits and Fulani headsmen killing people in Plateau, Ebonyi, Edo, Benue, Ondo. You can't see such security to protect the people. That means government is complicit in all that is going on. If there is no political will because of 2027 and elections and political gains. Also, what Niger Republic government said concerning your government is true. Also, police or army should or will capture Boko Haram Fulani headsmen if the government say they have repented and they will put them back to the society. You can see no political will to fight insecurity. How will there be peace without justice? Nigeria will become Lagos by the time Tinubu is done with it. Lagos State till now has remained one-party state. Pension for ex-governor is equivalent to the salary of the present governor for life. Houses for life. 3 cars every 6 years for life. Medication with all family members for life. The lifestyle of Tinubu's government has always been to induce, subdue everyone and make work for his interests while the masses can die in softeners. Oruro from Ayabo. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Nigerians will not blame the so-called opportunist governors who are making jest of themselves. How many of them buy common matches and kept in their kitchen? How many of them travel by road? Let them swear with their families and tell Nigerians how much they have spent from their personal purse to feed their families since they enter their various offices. Honestly, they are just mocking themselves. Tony from Okwata. Esther, good evening. Good evening to you too. We have some breaking news. Wow. Okay. All right. Good evening. Government knows what is happening in Nigeria. The president needs to do something because at this point in time he's offering nothing. Secondly, the Air Force that have been killing villagers and there has never been any punishment against them. Peace from Barua. Good evening, Esther. My boy will be going to Akoka from Isheri Oshun near Ijegun Ikotu to rewrite the JAM exam at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. They have not learned from the previous mistake. Logistics in view. Ochonogo Samson. Wow. Renewed hope agenda. Renewed hope, also known as renewed hopelessness. Good evening, Esther. Where in Night Mile that Tinubu built roads and it's a lie, Leo from Lagos. I said, I thought you're an Igbo woman and you're answering Wachuku for answering steak. Stop opposing Barrister Darlington. Allow him to tell you the truth. You don't know, believe it or not, Igbos. See the Barrister Darlington, are you hearing now? Somebody said I was not opposing you. This one said I'm not allowing you to talk. Una never know what's in. How can investors come when there is no sustainable energy and insecurity is staring at us now? Barrister Darlington, mouth no go pain you. Hope you heard what happened at Anambra where a lawyer and client were gunned down in broad daylight. God could protect us, so don't thief from Lagos. Prince from Ilasa, Mr. Darlington, please educate them. During the presidential election, they said the Igbos can't vote in Lagos, but we can pay tax in Lagos. As the Igbos have moved on. That's why anywhere we go, we build things and develop any places and anywhere we go. Alfred is my name. Good evening, Mr. Darlington should be calming down. Fanning the embers of hate, war, ethnicity, and tribalism, and bringing back the pains of the civil war back to our present situation is unacceptable and must stop. Mr. Darlington has turned VOP to a platform to pull down this government and to incite the Igbos encouraging terrorists. This should stop. Alfred is my name from Surulere. Barrister Darlington.
Alfred, do you know what will happen? Please, all the things they have done to the Igbos, may it revert to your own ethnic group, and may you not talk. That is my prayer for you. Did you hear me? Since you support evil, it will be your lot, it will be your portion in Jesus' name. That's my answer to you. So this is that they are saying and they are doing to the, you like it, Abi? That you selected a particular ethnic group, an important ethnic group, and you shut them down in everything. And when we say don't do this, and that is, so the person that did it did not cause problem. It is me that is saying that it's not good. I wish you well, oh. Look at how Nigeria is. Terrorists all over. So these terrorists now, they are the ones developing Nigeria, Abi. No, these terrorists, what they are doing, you like it, Abi. It will get your turn. Since you like it, it will get your turn.
Barrister Darlington. The way Nigeria be, that's why you hardly see who fit recites the new Nigerian anthem. Jury from First Tech. All right, Jerry. Good evening, Esther. How are you doing? Hi, Esther. You are doing well. Oh. To Barrister Darlington, how is it possible for the opposition to come in one voice, in one party against APC under this poverty? Ola from Fadi. All right. Good evening, Esther. For JAM, I suggest the immediate resignation of the JAM registrar and all that are involved in this mess. That was how the mess stopped with the presidential election. From HRHBC Nwoko in Oshodi. Hi, Esther. Thank you very much. Thank you for your compliments. I'm Durable from Daliko Greeting. Speaking on defectors, these people are going to APC because this present administration has induced the judiciary, police, all institutions, all the tribes amalgamated in it. Until we go back the way we were before the amalgamation, nothing will change. The amalgamation, nothing will change. Igbos have no business being... Okay, I'm not going to read this. Not me. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. Do you remember a police commissioner that was recommended for dismissal by late Justice Toby, panel of inquiry on just killings, and the man later became IGP because where he came from is if it's from South, he will immediately be sacked. Sunday, Tedunjaye Songwater.
Exactly.
Barrister Darlington, we need to wrap up. What's your final take?
Esther, my final take is that they should stop fanning these ambers of disunity.
Okay.
The Igbos are not tribalistic. If not, they will not be where they are today. They should stop all these things they are doing. Even when we raise it and say, stop this thing, some people, gullible psychopaths, they will still be opposing us. Are you telling me that the way that the Igbos have been treated is okay for you? If you get your turn, I hope you not complain, no. Because
Barrister, it's not just the Igbos. We're speaking of a great national concern. There is insecurity with the educational sector. The complaint cuts across.
Hold on. How can a particular ethnic group find it comfortable for them to carry gun and be killing people all over Nigeria? Please, where is that done?
The Nigerian military has come to tell us them are foreigners.
Oh, they are foreigners.
That some of them are foreign agents.
Speaking what language? Is it not tribe and religion that is driving this thing? Why are they allowed to be doing what they are doing, if not ethnic and religious sentiment? And I'm saying it is wrong here. I will continue to say it until somebody do something. Because if it is for the other side now, Esther, you know what will happen. So why are these people, why are they not seeing it? How can a particular group, whether they came from outside or from inside, you allow them to carry gun and be killing Nigerians? And you are telling me that it is okay. Then when we read that issue, somebody will start talking of ethnic and tribal sentiment. What nonsense? All
right, Barrister, let me read this one message. Good evening, Esther. Your voice is healing. Thank you very much. Barrister Darlington, I'm saving small to gift you something by December. God spare our lives. I love your courage and brilliance. May the good Lord protect you. Please, how about Choma? Is all well with her? Luchi from Isolo. Choma is fine. She's writing her exams. Thank you so much for calling. And she's trying to... Oh, Mr. Ekuna talks non-stop and almost wouldn't stop until Esther calls him too. Esther, I'm reading your message already. I'm reading it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to wrap up. It's 2 minutes gone past 9 o'clock. Our time has expired and I don't want my traffic officer... Barrister Darlington, Chidera will call my name and those. My salary no reach.
It's no longer the rep.
Chairman's rep to go and be reporting me.
Chairman will understand.
Chairman's rep. I don't want to say I
Bingo. No, I will defend you. I will defend
me. All right. It's 3 minutes gone past 9 o'clock. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of the conversation this evening. My name is Esther Wachku, and you are listening to Barrister Darlington. Follow us. Handles at VOP 903 FM. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.
Broadcasting live from the Coco News Center, giving you the latest updates around the globe. This is
VOP 90.3 FM.
My guy, you better upgrade yourself and live in the city like a big boy.
That's the life of a city boy.
Even if you don't want to stay outside, YouTube is always there for you, you know.
I know, but not be every time person go dey open eye for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook because of update.
My guy, don't worry yourself and learn
6 powerful strategies for discovering opportunities to make money in the Nigerian market.
Contribute and let's make a better society together.
I think it's the best for us in Nigeria. Actually, we are going to find it difficult for the first time, but in future we are going to gain it. If we can be able to be patient with it, it's the best.
Voice of the People's Radio, VOP 90.3 FM.
Tune in every day.
Nigeria, a nation at a crossroads. The economy, politics, security, and human rights. Who speaks the truth? Who tells it all? Join Jerry Opelohai on the issues on VOP TV, where we dissect Nigeria's biggest challenges with top and unbiased analysts from home and in the diaspora. Featuring best-selling author and veteran journalist Peter Anosike, civil rights advocate Comrade Ibuchukwu Ezike, historian Dr. Dapot Sobos, UK-based scholar Dr. Joe Udeaja, UK-based legal expert Barrister Nwachukwu Anene, Sierra Leone Owen Chris Otaigbe, and many more. No spin, no bias, just the hard facts and deep analysis. Catch the issues with Jerry Apelohai live Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Nigerian time on YouTube, Facebook, and all social media platforms at Voice of the People TV. The issues, because Nigeria deserves the truth.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Light Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender greeters, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less. Nigeria, a nation at a crossroads. The economy, politics, security, and human rights. Who speaks the truth? Who tells it all? Join Jerry Opelohai on the issues on VOP TV, where we dissect Nigeria's biggest challenges with top and unbiased analysts from home and in the diaspora. Featuring best-selling author and veteran journalist Peter Anosike, civil rights advocate Comrade Ibuchukwu Ezike, historian Dr. Dapot Sobos, UK-based scholar Dr. Joe Udeaja, UK-based legal expert Barrister Nwachukwu Anene, Sierra Leone Owen Chris Otaigbe, and many more. No spin, no bias, just the hard facts and deep analysis. Catch the issues with Jerry Apelohai live Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Nigerian time on YouTube, Facebook, and all social media platforms at Voice of the People TV. The issues, because Nigeria deserves the truth.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV, now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis matter from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV channel 264. Join us as we redefine what television means to you.